Hi guys, it's Naomi and welcome to my gluten-free, allergy-friendly kitchen. Today I'm going to make a treat for you that my mom made for me when I was a little kid, and it was my favorite thing to eat. Well, one of them. It was black bottom cupcakes. And basically this is a chocolate cupcake with a cheesecake center and chocolate chips inside. I hope you like them. And as we go through the recipe, I will do different tips for those of you who have alternate allergies. And I'll show you how to make cake mix with no eggs. So are we ready to get started? I'll put this away and then we can get on with our recipe. Okay, now today's recipe is going to be relatively easy. The first part I'm going to go over is the cheesecake part, because that actually is the part that can sit on the side and not get thick and goopy. Okay? So to make the cheesecake filling, you are going to need 8 to 16 ounces of some form of creamy cheese. Now you could use cream cheese. You could use goat cheese, I guess, if you wanted to, if you're cow dairy allergic. I have not found a good vegan substitute for cream cheese that actually holds up in this recipe. So if you are intrepid enough and you want to try this and you find a brand that actually works and doesn't melt into nothingness, and you let me know and I can update it for our animal avoiding friends, there'll be $50 in it for you. All right, I'll send you a $50 check and a huge thank you, and I'll adjust my recipe. But for now, you want between 8 and 16 ounces of cream cheese. If you use 8 ounces, it's going to be more of a batter. If you use 16 ounces, it's going to be more of a fluffy, cheesecakey center. And I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. All right. You're also going to need either 1 egg or a quarter of a cup of aquafaba. Now, if you cooked with me before, you know what aquafaba is. It's my favorite substitute for beans, and it is bean juice, okay? Nothing fancy, it's bean juice. So let me get a quarter cup out here. You're just going to take a 15-ounce can of beans, which you'll need later, so hang on to it. And you're going to measure out a quarter cup. 1 quarter cup of bean juice usually equals 1 egg. And if you can do eggs, do eggs. They're delicious in this. All right, you're also going to do about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, or a hefty pinch of salt, and 1/3 of a cup of sugar. You are going to go ahead and blend that up, or stir that up until it's very smooth. Here we go. Let's pretend it's smooth, okay? And to that mixture, you are going to add about 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Now, I have seen recipes calling for a cup of chocolate chips. But in my opinion, 1/2 cup is the upper limit, because otherwise you just get chocolate. You want there to be white surrounding the chocolate chips. And you're going to want, in my opinion, to use mini chocolate chips, because I just think it's better texture and flavor. If you are dairy free, I use Enjoy Life. There's a couple other good brands out there. But if you're not, use your regular old Nestle mini chocolate chips. And you're going to get something that looks like this. I'll walk it over and see if you can see it. You see that? Now go ahead and set that aside. And we're going to make our cake mix. Now this is the part I'm really excited about. If you're not gluten-free, just use a normal cake mix. If you are gluten-free, I highly recommend Better Batter. It is a cup for cup cake mix. I can vouch that this will work for this. If you have another brand you like to use, go ahead and try it. Let me know how it worked. But for sure you want a cake mix that usually makes like 24 cupcakes. Okay? And I'm going to show you how to make it with no eggs. If you can use eggs and you want to use eggs, just follow the box instructions for eggs. No big deal. Make your batter. But if you need to be egg-free, or you're looking for extra fiber, or you're bored, or you just want to see what happens when you follow my instructions, then you are going to make this a very special way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that same 15-ounce can of beans, and we are going to put it in a blender. Okay? This is on our box, by the way. And you're going to add about 1.5 cups of water. Essentially, we're making hummus without the hummus-y part of hummus, okay? And this puree is going to be used to make our cake mix. Once I plug in my blender. Well, you know, it's just one of those days. This to be very, very smooth. It should be almost like the consistency of like a milkshake or cream, okay? You're going to put your cake mix into a bowl. Normally I do this in my mixer, but I have cheesecake in my mixer. You can do this by hand. The world won't stop. Okay. And you're going to put your bean-based blend in. Now, I have seen people do this with chickpeas and kidney beans. In my opinion, I don't like it. It tastes too beany to me. White beans, like Great Northern beans, seem to be the best. They're the least beany when you come down to it. So honestly, that's what I recommend. But once again, you do you. You're going to mix this up until you make cake batter. Now I will tell you, this can be a little bit thick. And if you're a little uncomfortable with how thick it is, I'm personally not. But if you are, you can add up to 1/2 cup of oil. Now that'll take away the benefit of it being low fat. Then again, you're sticking a bunch of cream cheese in there, so you mix it up. You'll notice it's a little bit thicker than normal cake batter. That's okay with me. If you add the extra oil, your cupcakes will get a little bit shinier. If you don't add the oil, they'll be a little bit matte, which for me is not a big deal. I'm going to add the oil because I hate to waste ingredients and I already poured it. Obviously with the stand mixer this would go faster. Alright. And now we're going to measure it into our pre-lined cupcake tins. So you're going to line some cupcake tins. I have a parchment paper liner here, which is awesome because it is no stick. You can use Fancy Pants cupcake liners, or you could grease and flour your tin. I don't like to do that because it always sticks for me and makes a mess, and I'm lazy, and I don't like to scrub it. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. The secret to the black bottom cupcake is you definitely want the chocolate on the bottom. Now you can do it one of two ways. I used the wrong size scoop. Well, we're just going to clean it up. Oh, I don't like textures. Okay. We're going to use a 2 tablespoon measure for the chocolate cake and a 1 tablespoon measure for the cheesecake. You can go chocolate, cheesecake, chocolate, and you'll get a cheesecake center. Or you can go chocolate, chocolate, cheesecake, and you can get that fancy top that shows that there's cheesecake in there. If you go chocolate, cheesecake, chocolate, you end up with a surprise bite, and it's a really concentrated bite of cheesecake. If you go chocolate, chocolate, cheesecake, it's impressive, but all the cheesecake will be on the top. Once again, you do you. You do whatever you want. I tend to go chocolate, 2 tablespoons, cheesecake, 1 tablespoon, chocolate, 2 tablespoons, and smooth it just a bit. Alright? So once again, you can do it the other way. You can do chocolate, 2 tablespoons, chocolate, 2 tablespoons, cheesecake, 1 tablespoon, and you get something that looks a little bit different and bakes up a little bit different. Now, people ask me all the time, why do I always use these cookie scoops? And I can tell you it's because it makes perfect portioning. A perfect cupcake should be about 4 tablespoons. A 2 tablespoon measure makes sure that you get 24 cupcakes every time and that they're all perfectly portioned so they look really good. And that little scoopy thing, for some reason, in my mind, it just helps them to have that little bit of rounded dome that I like. I find it works better for cookies. I just love it. Okay, so you do whatever you want, but if you need to locate a good cookie scoop, you can order one online, or I hear a rumor that my girl Erin is putting together a box that includes cookie scoops in October. So you might be able to find them on our site. I might even give them away. I'm not sure yet. Just have to stay tuned, okay? So, I personally like the cheesecake to be on top because I want proof of something fancy. And for our wow, you know how this goes. Oh, for our family, we can't do cow dairy, but we can do goat dairy, so that tends to be where we stick. Once again, I have not found a good vegan cream cheese where this works. I wish I would. If you find one, let me know. We'll reward you with eternal gratitude and a little bit of money. And you'll need to provide photo proof because I know you can't see it. I've made this like 6 or 7 times today. My trash can is full of vegan cream cheese substitutes that did not work. Okay? I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to put this in the oven at 375 for 30 to 35 minutes. But gotta wash my hands because I can't handle the texture. Hold on. Make sure it's at 375. Alright, the timer. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, and that's it. Now, obviously, in my kitchen on my own time, I will make the full 24. But I don't think you want to watch that. Here's a couple bits of housekeeping for you while I do my own housekeeping. We have finally reached 1,000 subscribers. And you know what that means? I'm a girl who keeps my promises. I told you that when we reached 1,000 subscribers, I would buy one of you an Instant Pot. I don't know if you've gotten turned on to the Instant Pot, but I have, and it is miraculous. So, if you would still like to be entered in a chance to win an Instant Pot, all you need to do is like this video, like or subscribe to my page or my channel, and share this video with your friends. You have until the first week of October. We'll be doing the official giveaway, and I will choose one of you to win the Instant Pot. I'll send it directly from my door to yours, or more accurately from Amazon to you, and I hope that you really enjoy the use of it. So I can't wait to see you next week. Remember, I'll do my best to fulfill your requests if you put them in the comments section, and I will try to make things that sound yummy and taste yummy too. And don't forget, I love you. I'll see you later. Bye.